All right, good morning, everyone. My name is Kanipa Whitmack Watts, Standing Bear. My colonial name is Wayne William Snowgrove, Soto Tribe, Fishing Lake First Nation, Saskatchewan, Canada, Treaty 4 territory, Anishinaabe. So it is a privilege and honor to be sitting with you here again. It's a beautiful weekend, and it's just a beautiful day to sit together and do that beautiful thing that we do. We are the medicine here, and I can't do this without you. So thank you. So thank you for joining us here this morning. And if no one said that they love you today, I love you very much. And again, it's an honor and privilege for me to be here with you. And let's open up this in the usual way. If you have any smudge there where you are, please break that out, and we will go ahead and there we go. So there we go. So there we go. So there we go. So okay, all right. So people kind of trickle in here. It's that kind of day. And so this morning we're just going to take our time, and kind of after the holiday rush, and whatever that colonial thing is, we're just going to have a nice relaxed morning. So settle in, sit down, and let's carry this circle in a really beautiful way. So let's open up in the usual way of having any tobacco here. Please offer that, as Pops would say. That would be good. So let's open up this circle. Let's open up this circle here. Creator, Great Spirit, Kitchi Bandit 2, Megwitch, thank you. Kill was on me. I love you. We love you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for the circle. Thank you for our breath. Thank you for our life. We come here, we mean no harm in what we do. We come here for one reason. That is the celebration of life. Not only our life, not only the life of this circle, but all other nations, circles, and tribes, especially ones that don't look like us, the two-leggeds. We come here to celebrate all life. All nations, all tribes, all circles, both seen and unseen, both spiritual and physical. Come here and celebrate all those lives. Celebrate the life of the standing people, the fish people, the winged nations, creepy crawlers and the slitheries, and of course the four-leggeds, and all other life. We come here to make good relations with all those other circles and celebrate with them their life. Come here to celebrate the life of those that have come before us, our ancestors. We want to offer them gratitude and thank you. Thank you for giving us a place to pray. Thank you for carrying on those traditions so that we may have one. Thank you for carrying on those ceremonies and prayers that we may have those ceremonies and prayers. And we also want to give thanks for those that will come after us, the next 7 generations. We understand that our prayers are incomplete until we say the prayers for the next 7 generations. So thank you, because we borrow this earth, these ceremonies from them. And we want to be good stewards of them. That's a right and a privilege and an honor to do so. So thank you. Thank you to the next 7 generations. We love you. We want to make good relations with those things unseen, those unseen spirits that will bring us a good life. A life that will help us walk in beauty. A life that will help us walk in alignment with the ancient sacred agreements of harmony and balance, living with natural law. Those unseen spirits called humility, love, respect, compassion, kindness, bravery, courage, all these gentleness, all these spirits that we have trouble with. We have trouble making good relations with. We want to sit here and make good relations with those. Again, we come here, we mean no harm in what we do. Okay, good one. Okay, everyone out there, I got a good little crowd going here. We are the medicine circle here, and if you're just kind of tuning in, we do this on a daily basis, and again, if no one said that they love you today, I love you very much, and thank you for spending a little time here with us this morning. Couple of things before we start. We hit on a couple of things. We've added a couple of things, recently. One of those things, the first thing that we talk about is hollow bones. What is hollow bones? And, we understand that there's a great flow. There's a great flow out there. And, the seasons are in a flow. The moon has a flow. We call it cycles or phases like that. Same thing. There's a flow there, and we want to live within that flow. And sometimes we have a real difficulty with that. Sometimes we get stuck in some sort of way, and tapping into that flow is a great way of walking with that flow, honoring that flow. That flow looks like harmony and balance. That flow looks like gentleness. That flow looks like peace. That flow looks like love, and sometimes we have a real issue, walking with that flow. So basically, being hollow bones is when we tap into that flow and allow that flow to not only come to us but through us, back into what we would call, that big cycle, that big flow there. So living within confines of natural law. So basically, like real quickly, part of that flow, love. We understand that there's love out there. Well, being very loving is being very part of that flow. We understand that love has one rule, and that is to give it away. So we want to live within that flow and offer that flow, that love to all other circles out there. We talk about it at the end of every morning meditation, where this ceremony may end, but the ceremony within you does not end. So what we loved here, what we listened to here, what we learned here, we take it out to all those other circles. That's just another definition for hollow bones. So So if you have a definition for hollow bones that works for you, please feel free to put it here in the feed here. So thank you for that. Ancestors. There was a Cree elder, I don't know, a while ago that suggested that we talk a little bit more about, or pray a little bit more, offer a prayer to the our indigenous ancestors who really carried this medicine in a really beautiful way, especially when it was really dangerous to do so. So yeah, big shout out to those men and women of medicine who walked with this medicine when the colonial world wasn't happy with us doing so. So thank you to my father, Robert Cases. Thank you to my elder, direct elder, Tony Stonehawk. And all other men and women who carried this medicine in a really beautiful way. So thank you. So, okay, we have a new segment here, very, very exciting. It's Soto Word of the Day. And so, there's been some suggestions there. If you want to, if you have if you want to know what a soda word is, so please ask. So go ahead. We've had a couple of questions about what water is. So we will cover that today. So please keep those questions, comments, and concerns coming. I welcome them. So Nabi is water. Nabi, really simple. And so a couple others that we've covered this week is kind of like Sunday. We're just going to take our time. So, grandmother. What is grandmother? Cook 'em. Okay. What is eagle? Kinyu. What is thank you? Megwich. So chi megwich is like big megwich, or big thank you, more thank you, extra thank you. So chi megwich is like extra thank you. So anyway, that we will keep keep that little segment going. It's kind of exciting. So it really teaches us to relate to directly to Kitchi Manitou, the Great Spirit. That's how that works. So. And you know what? We're probably going to go over that someday. We'll have a special little segment really going over that. So question of the day. Here's, I talk about, and this is in reference to, but we're not going to quite touch on this direct question, but it's, we talk about white privilege, right? We just come from a couple of days ago, there was a white privilege holiday, right? And it's really a national day of mourning for those indigenous, because we really understand what it is. But what is, this person said, you talk about white privilege, and I don't know what it is. And so to make this like a little bit more spiritual, maybe we'll talk about that like another day. It's not really appropriate right now. But what is privilege? And again, a lot of us associate that, especially those in minority and marginalized communities, understand what white privilege is. And we think privilege is I think I posted something the other day, because that question and that meme came in like right around the same time. It was really like an alignment thing. So whenever that happens, that light bulb goes off and said, okay, this is something that Great Spirit Kitchi Manitou wants me to, wants me to cover. So here we are. So privilege, what is privilege? What is that? And please put your comments in the feed here. We are the medicine here, so we need to hear from you. That's one of the exciting things about this group. It is just not me sitting here. I'm in the service of the Great Spirit and this circle here. So I am in no way in charge. I'm not a medicine man or anything like that. I'm just a guy in Tarpon Springs, Florida, doing a live here. I happen to be indigenous. So anyway, so I would really love to hear what you have to say about, privilege. What is privilege? What is... I kind of sat with that last night. This morning there was a moment of meditation, probably a longer moment of meditation and privilege. Isn't only for one segment of the population. It isn't for a minority group. It isn't for the super wealthy. It isn't for the super lonely. It isn't for any of that. We think it is because we live in a Western colonial world which teaches us certain things, right? There's certain understandings, so privilege. So I would dare to say, I don't dare to say, I just say, life is a privilege, not a guarantee. Our breath is a privilege, not a guarantee. Just think about that. Every breath isn't a right, is a privilege. So we in this group right here, we are all among the privileged right here, the super privileged, because we have life, which is a beautiful thing. We say it in the morning in the opening prayers. Without life, we have nothing. And there's no guarantees that we will be here tomorrow. There's no guarantees that we will have our next breath. There are no guarantees. So let's think in terms of, honoring that privilege that we have right now. We're sitting in this circle, which is an absolute privilege. I'm very honored and privileged to be sitting here with you. So with that gift, the gift of privilege, what are you going to do? What are you going to do with this beautiful gift of privilege today? You are privileged to have life. There are many people out there that were with us this past year that aren't with us today. Some family members of mine have moved on. Some, and some physical and spiritual circles, they have moved on. So we understand how precious life is. We say it every morning. Our breath. We are grateful for our last breath, and we are hopeful for our next. So we are in that place in between. You have a right to be here. You have a right to be here. What are you going to do with today's gift? How are you going to honor today's gift? These are some questions that that it's okay to ask yourself. Is it will we remember that we are in ceremony? How about that? Will we remember our prayers? Will we walk with our prayers? Will we offer this circle's prayers to the rest of the world? Will we be basically being loving to those who aren't very loving to us? Can we offer that? Can we offer that? So anyway, that's kind of the quick short version of privilege. So we go over a couple books, and very exciting today. We went over this a couple days ago, and again, just before me, this time slot here, Denise Miller, a beautiful elder. I'm Tucson. She's from Manitoba, but she's a Métis elder. So she goes over meditations with Native American elders by John Coyes. So again, you ever get to sit with John Coyes? Freaking amazing. And we also go over. I can't find it. We go over my second book, which is Whispers from the Hollow Bone. Please, and if you haven't gotten your copies yet, we will post that in the feed today. So please and thank you to all those volunteers that post all these beautiful things. Today we are going to go over, some days, and this is Daily Medicine. This is my first book right here, first book I wrote. And some days we go over, the day. It's like, November 28th, so we go over November 28th. And some days, we we don't do that. So today's one of those days. I was just kind of thumbing through. I have a friend, Daniela, in Eastern Europe, and she does this, and she says it works 100% of the time. She asks a question, and she kind of rolls through, and then she kind of opens it up, and she says it never fails. So I kind of did that this morning, and basically what I asked was feeling really good. I got up, had a cup of coffee, did a little smudge, a little offering. Thank the coffee gods for that privilege, that ceremony. So anyway, I kind of asked, hey, what meditation do you feel would be best today? And so so I did that. And can I get a drum roll, please? Okay, so it's actually March 1st. So if we get a volunteer to put daily medicine March 1st in the feed here, that would be good, please, and thank you. And this is really beautiful. This is, and again, this is kind of like a longer. There's probably four sentences here, 5 sentences here. So, it's pretty lengthy. So a couple of things, that we do, we kind of read it over a couple of times. I get a general impression, and then we go in and break it down, and also I would really encourage you, because we are the medicine here, especially the sacred feminine out there. You are beautiful, powerful. We need to hear your voice. We want to hear your voice. We can't do this, without your sacred voice. So please feel free to comment. What you see, what you feel, what you hear from this meditation. I'm not a sacred feminine, so I'm coming from a male, the sacred male. So that's my take. So anyway, please and thank you for. Please and thank you. So let's just jump right in. Beautiful. Thank you to. Thank you. Yeah, somebody just posted that. So I think it was Miranda. I think Miranda just kind of posted that. So well, somebody just posted it. So thank you. So March 1st, I am the sacred light that shines above me. I am the sacred water that flows through me. I am the sacred wind that blows around me. I am the sacred fire that burns within me. I am the sacred earth that encompasses me. Wow. Let's read that again. And this is time for what we would call a wakapik, sit in a sacred way, which also includes listening in a sacred way. So let's just kind of close our eyes and let's just kind of listen to what Spirit, the gift that Spirit has for us today, because these are directly from the Great Spirit. So I am the sacred light that shines above me. I am the sacred water that flows through me. I am the sacred wind that blows around me. I am the sacred fire that burns within me. I am the sacred earth that encompasses me. And there's something so beautiful and so gentle and so subtle within this reading. Some of you may have caught it, some of you may have not. This reading, this intertwines what we have within us and what is going on around us. So let's just sit with that a minute. What does that mean to you? So this is, I am the sacred light that shines above me. So that's in reference to the sun. Okay. And then it goes, I am the sacred water that flows through me. Okay. So there's an outer and there's an inner thing going on here. And you know, this reading kind of goes through both. It kind of flip-flops back and forth in a really beautiful, beautiful way. What does that say to you? What does that mean to you? Because it's really, really significant here. Let's, you know, this is something that let's not gloss over this. Let's take a big deep breath and you know, let's take a look at this right here. What does that mean? You know, and in like a general way, and please put your comments in the feed here. We really need to hear from you. You know, especially the sacred feminine. We really need to hear. I cannot say that enough. I definitely do not want you to feel marginalized in this circle, man. I really want the sacred feminine to shine here. We need you to shine. We need your voice. You are all beautiful, and you are all enough. And you know, let's be all in today. So kind of getting back to the reading. You know, it's kind of telling me, it's kind of pinging me that we are part of what's on the outside is a part of us on the inside, and a part of us on the inside is part of us on the outside. And you know, when I say outside, externally from this human body, but it's not only physical. What they're really referencing it to is the spiritual also. So, you know, we go back to that really, really beautiful teaching. You know, pay attention here. And this is Pops went over this with me all the time, said, you know, the spiritual and the physical, they have to mirror each other. You know, they can't be like this, because that would be like out of balance. We as human beings, we really know how to walk, you know, out of balance, you know, kind of thing, you know, like that. But, you know, when they're in balance, and, you know, very simply, you know, a couple of teachings of, you know, what that looks like. You know, let's take sage. You know, modern science has really figured out what we have known for really thousands and thousands of years. So the colonial Western world science is really far behind what we indigenous, we really already know. So what this is with the sage, it physically cleans the air. Let me say that. It physically cleans the air of viruses. Probably a pretty big deal right about now, right? Last 2 years or so. Bacteria, it physically cleans the air. Okay, so if it physically cleans the air, it also has to do the same thing in the spiritual world. So a quick reference there. Quick point of, reference. So, this is one of those moments where I said, Pops, there's so much going on here. I basically said to myself, okay, where do we start? And then I can hear Pops' voice, well, start at the beginning. Okay, so we're going to start at the beginning. So, this is a power statement also right here. We often talk about power words like we, us, and our. We covered that extensively. We have covered this extensively the last couple weeks or days or something like that. We talk about we, us, and our powers together. And we're stronger together than we are apart. But this is also a power word. I am. We're just going to sit there take our time. It's 9 o'clock here, Eastern Standard Time. And we're just going to take our time. I am. What does that mean to you? What does that mean to you? I am. These are power words. These set the tone. You want to change. This is the way we start, because what we say physically is what we start spiritually, right? We just went over that. I am. I am, let's just start real simple. I am powerful. I am beautiful. When's the last time any of you women said that? I am powerful, strong. I am enough. How about that? And especially for those men out there, also the same thing. Doesn't make a difference if you're men or women. The power is still there. So let's talk. Let's talk about specifically about what they're saying here in the first. I am the sacred. I am what? The sacred what? I am the sacred light. When's the last time you said that you were sacred? When's the last time? Please put that in the feed here. Wayne, I've never said I'm sacred. Nobody ever says I'm sacred. Yeah, that's a good answer. That's a fine answer. But today, it doesn't have to be the way it always was. You see that shift, that movement, that transformation, that change happens when we not only read this, but we walk with this prayer. All prayers are meant to build. We're building good relations. Yeah, I'm getting all passionate again. I'm not catching myself here. So, okay. I am the sacred light. When's the last time you ever said that? Say it right now. Tammy Jones, say it right now. I am the sacred light. Chanel, say it right now. Ginger, say it right now. Gina, say it right now. Oh, I am the sacred light. How do you feel right now? I am the light. No, I am the sacred light. I am the sacred light that shines above me. Okay, above me. So we understand that there's a light up there, the sun. We call it the day star, the new star. It is the center of our morning prayers. And, when we welcome that new day, the privilege of a new day, we celebrate the new day. With that light just coming over the horizon. I watched the sun come up today. It's one of my favorite moments of the day. I wasn't well the last couple months, and I took some time off. Really didn't get a chance to see that morning light just kind of come over this. But now in the last couple of weeks, I my sleep patterns are good. I'm eating healthy again. I'm getting lots of exercise, and so getting back into the routine. I'm taking medication now, so I get to see that sacred light come up. And it's one of the most traditional teachings that we have. We want to not only celebrate that light, honor that light, walk that light, but we also want to be that light also. That's the power of the day star. That's the power of new beginnings. That's the power of the sunrise right there. Is one of the most powerful ceremonies that we have in indigenous culture, is celebrating the new day. Very simple, and privilege again. We are privileged to watch that. When's the last time you gave yourself the privilege of watching the sunrise? Making offers of gratitude and thank you. Offers of gratitude. Thank you for another day. Thank you for shining your light on me. I will take that light in and I will give that light away. Hollow bones. To see interlaced, overlapping teachings here again. So let's pause for a second. Let's sit with this. Let's marinate this. Let's marinate with this. Let's understand how beautiful and how powerful this one's I am. Melissa's out there. I am sacred. I am sacred. Teresa O'Connor out there. When's the last time you said we need? Everybody has to be on the front line on this one right here. Step up. It doesn't have to be the way it always was. I am the light that shines above me. you do count. You do that. This will make a difference, especially if we walk with it. These prayers are meant we are meant to walk with these prayers. We are meant to honor these prayers. We are privileged again. Let's bring up that word again. I keep getting pinged about privilege. All right, I don't know what to say about it, but yeah, here we go. Privilege to walk with these. Have you ever given yourself the right to walk with these prayers? Have you ever given yourself the right, the privilege to sit with these prayers? And let's just break it down. Have you said, let's just bring it, I am sacred. I think that's what it says here. I am the sacred light. Have you ever given yourself the right to just to sit with that? And this goes down to the entire circle right here. Have you ever given I am the sacred light, man? Like if this is all we talked about today, that would be more than enough. But here we live in a place of spiritual abundance. This circle is spiritual abundance. This is a place of absolute love, a place of absolute safety. So let's honor that, walk with that, sit in it, bathe in that, marinate in that, respect that, love that, share this. All these beautiful things that we can do today, right here, right now. We're doing it right here, right now. I am the sacred light. How about that? Shall we move on? Okay, we're talking about the third sentence of my third hour. So I guess that's the way this is looking right here. I guess everybody should have packed a lunch today. So okay. March 1st. I am the sacred light that shines above me. So I am that. So I am a part of that. That's what they're saying here. That's what Spirit is trying to tell us. Hey, you are the sacred light. Basically, Spirit says, I need you to be the sacred light. That's like another way. I expect you, I want to be, let's walk with, sacred light. Let's do this together. There is some sort of spiritual, I don't want to say agreement. It's not agreement. It just is, We are that light. We're meant to be that light. And in this Western colonial world, there it is again, that they tell us that we aren't that light, that we need we need religion, we need to give our money away, we need to be in debt, we need to be in fear, we need to listen to mass media, all these things that really take away our light. We are giving back to ourselves right here, right now. Amazing, powerful, right? We are the light, which means we are beautiful, amazing creatures. We have a beautiful, amazing voice. We have beautiful, amazing stories. We have beautiful, amazing power. We are giving ourselves back the things that the colonial world is busy trying to take away from us on a daily basis. Okay, let's go to the second sentence, right? So I am the sacred water that flows through me. Oh my God. So I am the sacred one. And you know what? Today's Soto Word of the day was water. So how about that for alignment right there? So I am the sacred water that flows through me. We all know that saying that's out there, water is life. Okay, well, let's just sit with that. That also works for life is sacred light is life too, so that works. But let's keep on the second sentence here so we can kind of like get out of here on a reasonable hour. We might be here till Tuesday the way this is going right here. So I am the sacred water that flows through me. What does that mean to you? Again, this sentence, just sitting alone, speaks volumes. What does water have? What do we as indigenous know water represents? The water that we drink today, is this the first time that water has ever been drunk by human or any other? No, right? No. The earth has been here for what, 4.6 billion years? So there's been a lot of life that has drunk the same water that we are drinking today, right? So every time that we drink the water, anytime anyone, whether it's the trees, the animals, it goes through the fish, the ocean, doesn't matter, salt or brackish water at all. Fresh salt water, brackish, it's all, it's all the water. The old ones say that, and all the two-leggeds too have drunk this water too. So they say, this is going to get really beautiful, really powerful, really great, so buckle up. Buckle up right now. So the prayers of everything that have used this water is still in the water that we drank today. How about that? How about that? So not only does it represent life, it represents everything, every prayer that has ever been put in that water. We know this. We know memory has water. We know that we pray with the water changes, right? Yeah. So let's sit with that water today. I am the water that flows through me. So I am a part. So this is reaching back thousands of years, memories, life, the memories of life of thousands and millions of years ago. We are drinking that water, that life today. I am the life that has lived 1,000 times today. I am the light that has lived 1,000 times today. I'm drinking that water 1,000 times today. Just sit with that. Yeah. Whenever I drink water, and crossing my mind is how many elders and ancestors have drunk this water and said thank you to this water. And now we get the opportunity to do this today, to relate to connect to. We are here connecting to the light and to the water. And when we connect, and not only right here, right now, but this dates back thousands and thousands of years ago. The water that flows through me. I am the sacred water that flows through me. So again, so we're back to that beautiful place of being sacred again. What is the Great Spirit trying to tell us here? There's a lot of themes, overlapping themes going on here, but the word sacred they use in every sentence here. So what does that tell you? What does that tell you? And I love each and every one of you. And this is so beautiful, so powerful, man. I just can't get enough. And just imagine, these teachings are thousands of years old, thousands. And I've only walked with these really for about 30 years because they're really walking. So I know very, very little about what's going on here. Okay, let's. I don't even know where to go with the second sentence other than let's just say it one more time. I am the sacred water that flows through me. I am the sacred wind that blows around me. Again, this reading is so powerful, so beautiful. It talks about the outside, the light, that matches our inside. That Spirit wants us to mirror what is on the outside with what's going on with our insides, right? Want to mirror, walk with, understand, be a part of that we are sacred. The same thing with the water that's already in us. I am the sacred water that flows through me. So they're basically telling us that all those prayers, all those ceremonies, all that sacred water, all that life that's in the water is also flowing through us. And now we're talking about the outside again, so it's really taking there and putting it here, and taking it here and then putting it out there. So what we're talking about here, the beauty is the circle again, the circle. One big circle that we are all related, we are all connected. So I am. Yeah, I don't want to butcher this statement, so that would be bad. I am the sacred wind that blows around me. Okay. So, again, the same thing with the water. Our ancestors know. Our ancestors say, the elders say that every word, every prayer is still floating in the wind, right? It's out there. No, it doesn't disappear. It doesn't like not go anywhere. What is flowing, flowing in the air. So the same thing with the water. So every breath we take, we are breathing in the prayers of of the ancestors. And again, sit with that a second. Sit with that a second. And this is a place of Wakape, sitting in a sacred way, listening in a sacred way. Do we understand this? Can't we understand this? Do we want to sit in a sacred way? So we can listen to all those prayers that we are breathing in. This is just getting more and more beautiful here, man. It's just like, yeah. If you only understood the power of every breath, this should go a long way into helping you understand what is really going on here, what you're really a part of, the magnificence that is life, the gift that is life, It tells us that the prayers of our ancestors are here, right now, that they really haven't gone anywhere. We don't need to go to some ancient temple to try to listen to ancient prayer grounds and try to listen to. I would still suggest do that to honor that land, be part of that. I'm not suggesting that we not do that. What I'm suggesting is that we understand the water and air that we are breathing right here was part of their ceremonies back then. Which is spiritually economical. And how we open up that door is we just sit with it. This doesn't say this reading doesn't say you have to be perfect to understand this. Doesn't say you have to have $18,000 in your bank account to understand this. Doesn't say that. Doesn't say that. It simply says I am. Going back to the first statement, the first two sentences, that is a ceremony right there, understanding I am. And then following that up with what we already are, the powerful, and so connecting to what we already are, to what we realize we are. And getting away from that colonial narrative that keeps on wanting to take our power away from us, I am sacred. I am the sacred. I am the sacred wind. I am the sacred water. I am the sacred light. Okay, so here so we're breathing into prayers. Let's just kind of end with that. Okay, let's go on to the next sentence. I am the sacred fire that burns within me. Okay, the sacred fire. These are all beautiful elements right here. What we're talking about. So what do you have to say about the sacred fire burning within you? I want to hear you comment on this. I am the sacred fire. What does that say to you? I am the sacred fire. I am the sacred wind. I am the sacred water. I am the sacred sun, the light that shines above me. And now it's going on sacred fire. There's a fire, one of the beautiful teachings that I talk about, and I talk about this, in every lecture and seminar that I've done, is, we are part of that sacred fire, the very first fire at the center of the universe. The first fire that started this whole universe billions, 16.8 billion years ago or something. The science has got that all wrong, but it's just kind of like just use that as a reference number. That fire, part of that fire, the heartbeat, that very first flame, the very first flicker of light, we are part of that. Time doesn't matter here. So in that place, in that time, in that moment of our birth, the fire at the center of the universe came down from the center of the universe right to here, right in our mama's belly. It's like at 6 weeks or 9 weeks or something that the fetus starts to. Well, that's the moment that creator, Kitchi Manitou, the one that started it all, said, here's life. We will take a part of that sacred flame and we will give it to you. What are you doing with your sacred flame right now? Are you adding to it? Are you marginalizing it? Are you aligning your heart, your flame, your light, your water with the colonial? Or are you walking, taking that life, taking that flame and aligning it with the spiritual? An opportunity to be courageous right here. I will walk with courage no matter what. I will walk with love no matter what. I will walk with the ancestors that are flowing through my body right now, no matter what. Folks, we're just going to run over on this one, and I don't quite know what that means. We're just going to run over. So, there's so much beauty to cover here. I don't want to short it. So let's just kind of settle in here and buckle up and just see where Creator takes us in this beautiful, beautiful ceremony, this beautiful, beautiful morning. What are you doing with that sacred flame, that sacred light, that sacred water, that sacred wind that has been offered to you this morning? What are you doing with that? What can we do and what will we do? That's the journey right there. That's the journey right there. If you knew how beautiful you were and how powerful you were, change the world. Change the world. Like if you want to make this world a better place, a lot of us come from, a lot of us are marginalized people in this circle right here. Come from, Black Lives Matter, Indigenous Lives Matter. If we were all equal, we wouldn't need to have those things, by the way. Although, just so you know. If you treated us as equals, we wouldn't need to go there, but, obviously. But while we're here, let's change that narrative. Let's change the title of this chapter. Let's change the title of your book right here. Does it have to be the way it always was, or am I going to walk with Spirit? The gift of the Spirit is offering this to us today. A celebration of life. If you want to know how to celebrate life, this is the way to do it right here. They are painting a roadmap towards a better life right here. They are giving us a roadmap. Hey, let's start someplace. Let's start with that light at the center of the universe, and you are sacred. You are all sacred. Because it says I am. So that basically says when you read this, they're talking directly to you. Directly to you. Do you have the courage to say that? Do you have the courage to say that I am sacred? Every single one of you should be typing, absolutely yes, Wayne. Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. Absolutely yes. I should have 1,000,000 yeses on there right now. Yes. Yes. This is life changing, life altering. I don't know how many other ways to say this, I don't know how many other ways to say it, but I'll keep going, man. If you want me to keep going, I'll keep going here, because these are some of the teachings that have enabled me to change my life. It doesn't have to be the way it always was. It doesn't have to be, I don't have to live in that place of trauma and abuse anymore, and I don't have to bleed all over the people around me because I don't want to do the healing myself, and I want them to do the healing for me. I'm not bleeding on anyone today, Beautiful. Ginger, you're beautiful. Satu, you're beautiful. And yes, you're beautiful. Andy, yes, I love you. Yes, beautiful. Andrew, yes. Every single one of us should be saying absolutely yes. Yes. Absolutely, every single one of us, me included. If I could get on the feed right now, I would say yes, but I'm already on the feed, so I'll just say yes right now. So okay, let's go to the last sentence here. It's not quite my third hour, but we're I am the sacred earth that encompasses me. Okay. Where do I begin here? Where do I begin here? Let's begin at the beginning where Grandfather Tony taught me what Mother Earth is. Mother Earth is both mother and grandmother. Okay, what does that mean? Mother Earth is the sacred feminine. Yes, we need the sacred. So basically, Spirit's here saying we need the sacred feminine in our life right here, right now. We need to be enveloped, encompassed into part of, surround. I don't know how many other adjectives I can add here. I am the sacred earth that encompasses me. I am the sacred feminine that encompasses me. So, on a bigger scale, on a bigger plane, it basically tells us that we need to invite the sacred feminine into our life again. So that there's a course correction here, right? That there's a very human course correction, basically saying that, basically saying, hey, look, enough of the patriarchy, man. Enough of that BS patriarchal, the system that is the white privilege, that guided, the white ancestors, the white, and, way back before, Lincoln and, the U.S. and all this patriarchal system has poisoned humanity. So basically, what is the course correction here? What a course correction here, really simple, really basic. I am the sacred earth that encompasses me. So they're basically telling us that the sacred feminine is already here, right? We don't have to go anywhere, right? At the sacred feminine, we just have to understand that we are part of the sacred feminine. So we don't need to call some, other sacred deity to come in. We don't need to wait for, the sacred feminine to come save us, like other religions say, we need to be saved, kind of thing, Spirit's telling us here that's already here, and the only thing that we have to do is recognize, honor it, walk with it. Say that 10 times fast. Okay. So the sacred feminine is already here. The proverbial church is already here. And this goes back to what I've been talking about the last couple of days. Go out. This is not Black Friday, it's Cyber Friday, any of that. Go outside, make it Green Friday. Go out and relate to, walk with, put it in your hands, Every ceremony, every lodge ceremony that I do, I pick up some some earth, right? You know, just picture some earth right here, right? I picture some earth. The Sacred Mother, part of the Sacred Mother, part of our ancestors, part of every sacred fire, part of every tree, part of every two-legged, winged fish people in this little bit of sand here, right? Of dirt here. The colonial world calls it dirty. It says, wash it off, man. Wash, you know, you're dirty, wash it off, you know. I don't say wash it off. I say rub it in, you know. Absolutely rub it in. So take that, you know, and this is literally, you know, and you know, if you ever sat with me, you'll notice I do that every time. I say, oh, this is really beautiful, you know, and I'm not doing it to exfoliate. So I know there's someone out there, oh, that's good exfoliation. Yeah, well, you know, yeah. The idea of the ceremony is not look prettier after I come out than before I go out. No, that's not quite what we're looking at here. We're looking at like connection here. I love you guys. I love you guys. You know, don't wash it off. Rub it in. Don't rub it off. Rub it in. You know, take that. Yeah, take that. Be part of. Part one. I really want to tell a story here, but we're really running over. So should I tell you a story? I don't know. Should I? I just got some hearts. Okay. Not seeing anything about telling a story, so we're just gonna. Oh, I got some more hearts. Oh, okay. Oh, Miranda, I love you, Miranda. Okay, let's do it. So a couple years ago, I'm in Ecuador. Beautiful, man. I have so many beautiful stories about Ecuador, man. It's just really, yeah. I mean, it's not some backwater country. It's really beautiful. You know, it's just in. So we're on the inside rim. The ceremonial area is on the inside rim of a volcano, and it's got volcanic clay there, right? It's really, it really feels like silk, right? Like beautiful. Like I could smell it, man. It just smelled so rich. The soil was so rich and so beautiful, and so it just felt like a little bit of heaven, you know. And the lodge site itself was, you know, was on a little bit of this, you know, wasn't quite, you know, flat right there. So what was kind of funny is, funny is, like everybody on this side, but the lodge was on this side. The lodge on this side was complete, because everybody's kind of sliding over, you know. But that's okay, you know. But that's not what I'm talking about. It kind of went like that again. But so anyway, so basically, I just did my spiel about, you know, don't rub it off, rub it in, right there, and about how every piece of soil, every piece of dirt, every piece is not dirty. It's not dirt. It's medicine, right? All life comes from this, right? All life. So why do we want to be a part of that? Why are we sitting here so quickly to rub it off because of what you know, the colonial world tells us? Oh, don't, you know, the basically tells us, don't be a part of that medicine, because that medicine's dirty, you know. That medicine's dirty. Yeah. You know. Don't be a part of that medicine, you know. As indigenous, we know we are part of Mother Earth, just like in this reading here. We are part of Mother Earth. How do we become a part of it? So basically, there's a bunch of people in there from all over the world, and I just did my spiel, and actually there's this guy Hugo. He was a shaman from the Amazon, right? He like drove 10 hours to get there. He was super late. He was supposed to be there in that morning. He got there in that afternoon, and you know we're getting ready to light the fire, and he's you know walking on like the upper rim of the volcano, looks down, sees me, said he had a vision of me like 3 years ago, and said, I have to sit with you for something. And so he canceled his ceremony to sit in mine. And I'm like, okay, great, yeah, okay, yeah. Would you sit in the honor seat, which is opposite the door? So when the spirits come in, you know, they're the first face that I see. It's considered widely considered the hottest seat in the house because, when the spirits come in, they're looking right at you when they come in that door. So I'm explaining all of this. The fire's going. We're about to bring in the stones. And I'm explaining, don't rub it off, rub them in, blah blah blah, medicine, and I love telling this story because this is a story about being all in. You know, really, this is probably where this story really hails from. All in. I love to see people be a part of ceremonies that the people are all in. We live in a world so full of distractions. It's hard for many of us not to be distracted when we're somewhere else, right? But Wankapik, sitting in a sacred way, is being all there, all in, all the time, right there. And it's really like one of the lost ceremonies. I don't know how to be here, sitting right here, because my mind is yesterday, my mind is tomorrow, and I don't know how to be here, right now. Wankapik, sitting in a sacred way. That's a Soto word, by the way, Wankapik, Soto Lakota, and there's a story behind that. I'll get into that another day. So being right here, right now, being all in, is a lost ceremony. So I think looking at Hugo, we close, we bring the rocks in. It was a beautiful, first ceremony, first round. I freaking opened up the door. It's night, right? So the only light coming in is the light from the fire. So I open up the door after the first round, and Hugo's gone. I'm like, Hugo was right there, right? Hugo was right there, and I'm sitting there thinking like, so so when there's things that we do when we sit in the honor seat is we check in with everybody, make sure everybody's okay. That's the first rule of sweat lodge, the protection, physical and the spiritual protection of the people. So I go around, I check in with everybody. When it goes Hugo, I'm like, Hugo, if you're there, I don't know if you crossed over or come back from the spirit world. And then I saw his like eyes open and his smile right there. The only thing I could see of Hugo was his eyes and his beautiful pearly whites right there. And he doesn't speak any English. He speaks like 2 words of like hi and like thank you or something like that. So so I see him smile. He is head to toe caked in and covered with volcanic clay. It was the most beautiful, awesomest thing I've ever seen. And I tell this story a lot. I tell this, like, if you want to be all in, be like Hugo, man, we should like have like t-shirts, like be like Hugo, be all in like Hugo. That would be like the world's like best-selling t-shirt, man. Be all in, like Hugo, be all in like Hugo. He was head to toe, and I'm looking at him like, looking at his pearly whites, just watching him, speaking Spanish and everything, and his girl was right there too. His wife was right there, and she was all in too, And I'm like looking at those two, and like, this is like it's one of those. Hugo, if you could just run the rest of the ceremony, man, I just want to follow you, man. This is like awesome, right? This is awesome. I still think about that, man. This is a story I still think. There's a billion stories out there that I have. But this is a story about being all in. Being all in with what? Mother Earth, the sacred feminine, the fire, the ceremony. Being all in with Mother Earth. This encompasses everything, man. This encompasses everything. I challenge you to do that today. I challenge you, and you have to cover yourself in volcanic clay. That's what I'm suggesting. But all I'm suggesting today is, with this reading, I am sacred. Okay, this is your assignment. Ready? Like, everybody get your pen. Ready? This is your assignment today. This is our assignment today. I am sacred. What does that mean to you today? And how can you be all in with that today? What does that look like? What does that look like? What does that look like to you? How can you be all in today? And we are running really over here, so I don't know where the time goes, man. I get all like passionate about this stuff. So let's just think about that for a second, marinate, Like, it doesn't have to be big, evolved, big ritual and that. I'm not suggesting that. If you want to make it that, like that's okay. But spirit really speaks in terms of simplicity. Yeah. It doesn't have to be big, elaborate, What would this look like? And let's get creative. Let's be like the spider. Let's get creative with this. What does that look like? What does this medicine look like for you? How can you be all passionate about life all the time? That's what they're saying here. Spirit, the Great Spirit wants you to be all in, all connected all the time. What does that look like? What does that look like to you? What medicine? And don't keep this medicine for yourself. I want you to get on here somewhere and share this medicine. We are the medicine. We can't do this without you. You are an integral part of this circle, intricate part of this earth. And basically, Spirit's here telling you, we want you to be all in. We want you to share your medicine. Sharing your medicine is being all in. I'll say that 10 times fast, man. I think for the first time, I'm actually running out of coffee, That's being all in. When we run out of coffee, man. That's all in. So, okay, so let's kind of read this let's kind of read this again. Just, kind of wrap it up here. March 1st. I am the sacred light that shines above me. Powerful. I am the sacred water that flows through me. In. I am the sacred wind that blows around me. Around. I'm the sacred fire that burns within me. Again, go back to that place within. I am the sacred earth that encompasses me. All right. I love you. I really do. This is really just one of those beautiful, passionate moments when you get passionate, man, and it really speaks to life and connection, man. I wish you could feel some of the passion and life that I'm feeling right now. I love you. One of those things that we, as people of medicine, we all carry medicine. We don't have to label ourselves medicine men or medicine women. We all carry medicine. Hopefully today, that medicine shifts into a really good, healthy direction. Sometimes we're carrying, and what may be on some anger or resentment medicine. We all carry something. Let's shift that. It doesn't have to be the way it always was. Let's carry some of that good medicine that Spirit is offering us now, being a part of sacred medicine. We are all sacred. We are all beautiful. We are all beautiful. You all have beautiful stories. We all have beautiful stories. Let's be a part of, let's be a part of spearheading, being that transformative change here, and part of that is not sharing what I did here is part of sharing what we did here. You have shared so much beautiful medicine. I can't wait to go back and read all this comment and see how powerful you are. So let's share this powerful message with every group, every group that's on your heart, like institution or individual, and say, hey, this is what we've done together. So don't say this is what I've done here. I'm just the middleman here, the Great Spirit. I'm in the service of the Great Spirit, and I'm in the service of this circle too. So let's go out and really share this medicine in a really good way. Okay, we're just going to have one announcement. It's been the same announcement all week. It's the Women's Healing Circle Auction for Action. 3 ways we can get involved in that is we can put an item up for auction. It's a silent auction, and there's a web page you can bid. The second way is you can bid on the item, and the third way is you can simply give a cash donation. So please go there, honor that. The recipient is Denise Miller. So she's on in the time slot before me. She's on from the 8 to 8:30 slot, which is 6 to 6:30 slot for her, and out of Tucson. Yeah, we did that so we don't overlap, so you don't have to choose between him, her, and me. So, kind of working together in this thing. But please, it helps to support the Métis. Denise Miller, a beautiful, powerful Métis elder. She offers so much to so many. Let's support her and what she and the work that she is doing. And this is part of the way that we do that. So thank you, Denise Miller. I love you. That's it. So let's close up the closing prayer here. Oh, great spirit, and this is Yellow Lark Lakota. I think I forgot to say that yesterday. So this is not my prayer. This is from Yellow Lark. I think we can put that in the feed today. So if we get a volunteer to do that, please and thank you. Oh, great spirit, whose voice I hear in the winds, whose breath gives life to all the world. Hear me. I am small and weak. I need your strength and wisdom. Let me walk in beauty and make my eyes ever behold the red and purple sunsets. Make my hands respect the things that you have made, and my ears sharp to hear your voice. Make me wise so that I may understand the things you have taught my people. Let me learn the lessons you have hidden under every leaf and rock. I seek strength not to be superior to my brother, but to fight my greatest enemy, myself. Make me always ready to come to you with clean hands and straight eyes. So when the light fades as a fading sunset, my spirit will come to you without shame. Yellow Lark, Lakota. Thank you for your love and your patience. Let us close in the usual way. The standing nation they always lead us out. So thank you. Okay, again, thank you everybody. Thank you for your patience. It's been a beautiful way, beautiful circle of ceremony, beautiful way to start this beautiful day. You have helped me out immensely here. It's a beautiful day, and always the final word is, the old ones always say this ceremony may end, but the ceremony within you does not end. So let's take what we lived here and learned here and loved here, and let's take it out to all those other circles out there. Okay, everyone, I love you, and let's have a great day. Bye.